what was recruiting like? What was that process like to get from your high school to Stanford Water Polo?
Yeah, for me, I guess maybe it's a little different than some people. Yeah, being from Seattle, maybe a little bit a little bit unbeaten path, but
Sure.
I think that just for me, it was really important. I was a swimmer, like all throughout high school. Water polo is obviously a little bit smaller in Seattle, so that was really important for me in that sense to kind of stay in shape and get a lot of conditioning that way. Recruiting for me, since I was a little bit out there, ODP was actually huge for me just to kind of get my name on the map. Coaches aren't really flying out to Seattle too often to watch people play. So kind of to get that face-to-face opportunity, doing things like ODP or trying to play in tournaments whenever I could in California to kind of get seen or maybe have the opportunity to talk to people was really big. And I think just either reaching out to coaches yourself or in some cases, maybe they'll reach out to you. But if you can in person, I think is really helpful to try to meet people. So, and kind of getting my name out there and then trying to just reach out to coaches and have that one-on-one in-person opportunity was important.
Was it Stanford or bust, or were there other places that you were considering? Was it a very difficult choice at the end to decide where to go, where was best for you?
I never really had a dream school when I was younger. I definitely was comfortable with Stanford and knew Stanford because JO's was there and my parents went there. So I definitely kind of knew the lay of the land and was comfortable. But I was looking at a lot of different schools, and I was really focused on academics for sure. So D1 wasn't necessarily my only thought initially. I was looking at some D3 schools, like the Claremonts I was looking at. I didn't really know Stanford was an option until a little bit later because water polo was definitely on my radar, but I was also a swimmer for a while, so I was thinking maybe I would swim in college. So there was a little bit more up in the air for me until later on. And then once I realized Stanford was an option, I definitely wanted to go there because for me, that was the perfect mix of academics and athletics that I could only dream of having. So once I kind of settled that in and got in, I was sure I was going to go there for sure.
What kind of things do Olympians on your team bring to practice in and out of the pool? So just what's their overall effect?
I mean, obviously I've played with a few. I don't think we necessarily mark them as the Olympians at practice. They're just kind of another teammate, another friend. But obviously they bring tons and tons of experience to the team, which is super helpful. And I mean, out of the pool, they're like anyone else. They're some of my best friends. They're fun. They're normal.
Anything else that's come to mind? Just things you think are worth sharing with the folks here before we let you get back to whatever's going on there in Jackson Hole?
I think I mean, if you want to play water polo in college, you definitely can. I think, especially from Seattle, a lot of times maybe there's a little less awareness or fewer people that you know that are playing water polo in college, so it seems kind of unattainable. But there's definitely a place for everyone if you're playing and love it. So I've just always been trying to encourage, especially the younger players in Washington, to reach out to coaches and try because I really think you can. So if you're not from California or if you are and you want to play in college, I think just go for it. And there's definitely a place for you.